everybody's doing good and chilling. We're going to get into some free questions. It's going to be a free question live stream, and also paid readings hold priority. If you guys are interested in paid reading, that information is pinned at the top. But feel free to let me know. I hope you guys are having a fun day. I'm just going to say a quick prayer of protection and cleansing. It's raining, it's pouring. I'm hearing no fucking roommates snoring. Life is great. Hey, what's up, guys? Hello. Hi, everybody. Happy Sunday, everybody. Hi, Noku. Maria, will you get a boyfriend this year? Let's see, Maria. Will you get a boyfriend this year? So let's see. Will Maria get a boyfriend this year? Hey, what's up, Nuku? Thank you for stopping by. I have some validations I'm going to comment in the video you made a reading for me. Aw, thank you, Janice. If you want a private reading with me, feel free to reach out, okay? All right, Two of Swords energy in the reversal. Once you follow your intuition and stop focusing on like what other people think of the people that you're connecting to, is when you're truly genuinely going to make a connection with somebody who does have Cancerian, Pisces, or Scorpio in their chart. I do feel like they may have a little bit of a darker hair. All right, I do feel like they may not make a lot of money, but they will be, trying to kind of like provide for you in a way. I don't know. I feel like maybe they're building or something like that. Page of Pentacles energy coming forth in the upright position. I'm also getting like that this is going to be possibly during an earth sign season, so it's going to be later on in the year. It is going to be this year, so if you're saying yes, okay, and you intuitively know it, you feel it, you feel like you're going to be meeting somebody new, you just don't know when it's going to come in, you don't know what's going to happen, you might be really in your head about it. All right, but so you're saying just follow your intuition, and what that means is like when you intuitively feel like, you know what, I haven't gone to the gym in a while. Let me just go to the gym or something like that. Let me go take this yoga class. Let me go take this pottery class. Let me go take this. Let me do this. Even if there's no money involved, I'm just going to go to the park and I'm just going to go walk around. Like, you have to have those moments with yourself, because if not, you're just going to literally just be a person staring into existence and locked in one room, secluding yourself inside of her own boundaries and not allowing anybody in. But I do feel like you're going to be a little bit more adventurous with that. I feel like you're tapping into your intuition. You are going to be meeting somebody new here, okay? But with the Page of Pentacles, I do feel like that's something that's going to be happening during Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn season. All right, you're probably like, well, we're in Capricorn season right now, but for some reason I feel like it's not going to be happening this month. I really just don't feel like it's going to be happening this month. It could be happening during Taurus season though, or Virgo season. But I do feel like, yes, you are going to get a boyfriend this year, okay? Will A take actions to get a serious relationship with you in the future? All right, so will A take actions to get a serious relationship with you in the future, Bella Rose? I feel like yes. I feel like he's becoming more serious over time with the Judgment card coming through. Thanks for the confirmation, Maria. Well, just so you know, progression's going to happen. It's just going to take a little while, okay? Oh, God. Did you guys hear that song? I have Android Auto Road. It has like a fucking mind of his own, I swear. Did you guys hear it? Guys, I be turning up, so listen, I have a really strong eclectic variety of music that I like to listen to, and I just have Pandora on, and usually I'll have Android Shuffle, Android Auto will just automatically do it, because whenever I Uber, I have it a really good vibe in here, okay? People tell me I'm one of the best Ubers that they've ever had, you know what I mean? I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but I make them feel really comfortable, so I make sure they feel at home or in their space. I know that's weird to say, But anyway, just, you know, comfortable. I don't want them to feel like uncomfortable or not safe or nothing crazy. Anyway, so I end up just playing music and stuff like that, just writing music. Sometimes I'll put Glass Animal Radio on, but this is Kurt Cobain's Drink in My Cup. I done came out, pull up. I have headphones on. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Yeah, I'll be jamming. All right, so the next one is the Ace of Pentacles. So going back to Bella Rose, sorry about that. That made me jump. I'm so sorry. It made me jump. How about that? I wasn't expecting it either. It's just because I plugged in my phone really quick, and my car's smart sometimes to like where it'll just like automatically like connect to my phone and just like play it. You know what I mean? Like, and it'll automatically use the USB kind of like an aux cord, but not really. You know what I mean? Anyway, so with the Ace of Pentacles energy coming forth, I feel like this person is going to take solidified action towards you, Bella Rose. I feel like he is going to want to be in a serious relationship with you. All right. He feels really emotionally fulfilled with you as well. All right. So he plans on offering this to you. And you're probably like, well, what is he going to do? Like, what is he going to... It's not about that. And I feel like you're putting really hyper pressure on that. But to go into it, I feel like he is going to be like, you know, offering you commitment, like wanting to be a little bit more stable to where it could lead to like a happy life or her family life, to where he could actually put that vision into reality. But it's going to take a while for him to open up to that. So you don't want to put pressure on that. Okay. If you really are wanting to wait it out and be with him forever, what's waiting it out? You know what I mean? But with the Hermit card energy coming forth in the upright position, I do feel like this is something that he deeply thinks about, but it's almost like he holds some kind of remorse or still thinks about like his previous past. Okay, it really holds him back from progression in this connection with the Hermit card. All right, but I do feel like maybe Virgo season could be lucky for you in this connection. Okay, that's what I'm getting for Bella Rose. I feel like he wants to, you know, be in control of the situation as well, you know, a little bit more. All right, let's see. Sorry, guys. I was just reading the comments. Thank you so much. You're welcome. What are the current feelings of Virgo towards me? He's a love interest. Anastasia. Anastasia. What are the current feelings of Virgo towards you? He's a love interest. For some reason, I'm hearing old school hip hop with you. What are the current feelings of Virgo towards you? He's a love interest. So here we go. We got this beautiful Virgo energy in reflection. But here's the thing about this, is that the Nine of Pentacles is about viewing somebody as independent, for one. Also somebody who's strong, successful, knows how to put their money like where their mouth is, achieves things, you know, doesn't mean that they don't have failures. Okay. That's the thing about like growing flowers in a field, right? Or growing your plants, is that some of them will die. Some of them won't grow to full capacity. Some of them, you know, it doesn't mean that you stop, you know, planting. It doesn't mean that you don't, you know, dive into vegetation that you have like like affinity for. It just means that you try different things. You work things out. You clean up the mess, you know? But during that process, it shows you a lot about people who don't want to be with you when your garden withers. Okay? But at the same time, he's not viewing you as that. He views you as somebody who's like overcome things, but also somebody who's like one step away from like being wife like status. You're like somebody who's ready to be in a committed relationship. Because what is one above the Nine of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles, which is that full generational line, committed energy, marriage card, traditional marriage card there, okay? And it's also about encompassing families together as one. Now, the next one you're receiving... Mary Jana is pissed. I feel her energy from here. She's so pissed. She keeps posting that question. I'll answer you after. The Chariot card coming forth. You guys are going to progress. I want you to know that. And it could be near Cancerian season. He wants to move forward with you in the connection. He actually wants to pursue you. He might even want to take you out on a little bit of a trip. He also wants to defend you if anybody like tries to like speak bad about you or anything like that. He might come across a little bit too overwhelming at times. For some reason, I'm tasting like pulled pork sandwich. I don't know why I'm getting that energy. He might be into that. I don't know. Maybe he might invite you out to that. I'm going to give you a couple more cards. The Tower card coming forth. So something significant is going to happen between the both of you guys, and it's based off of some like really like sporadic communication, okay, that you end up having with him. And it's also going to be communication with action. So it's going to be kind of like, no, we're going to do this, this, and this, or you want to go out and you want to do this. I don't know. I'm getting that energy. Like, let's go meet family. Like, it's going to be all of a sudden committed energy. And it's like he's not even going to really ask you. I don't know why I'm getting that energy. But that's what I'm getting for you. Let's get into Mary Jana. Will Christian's lies come out of his mouth? Well, you said, will Christian's lies come out of this month? What? Will Christian's lies come out this month? I don't know why I read that. Will Christian's lies come out of his mouth? Will Christian's lies come out this month? You're welcome, Anastasia. Or Anastasia. What are Vladimir's intentions towards me? Thanks a lot. Janice. Hold on. You ever want to do two things at one time and you're like, damn, I gotta have focus on one thing? Will Christian's lies come out of this month? All right, let's see. Yes, they will. With the Ace of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups energy. All right, and as well as the Emperor card coming forth. He wants to be in a true committed relationship with you, but he is going to be admitting like all of the lies, well, the majority of the ones that you caught him in. Okay? But that's what I'm getting for you, Mary Jana. Janice, what are Vladimir's intentions towards you? Okay, so what are Vladimir's intentions towards you? What are Vladimir's intentions towards Janice? Okay, we have the King of Swords. 10 of Pentacles energy in the upright position. Very beautiful energy. Let me just... Hold on. We got a couple other ones that worked out. All right, maybe this is a little bit better. Okay. Next one is the Four of Wands. This is a very favorable read because it's almost like he's made his mind up about this already, is that he sees you as somebody that he wants to build with and have a family with, and maybe even move in with. He might even want you to be encompassed in his family in a major way, okay? I do feel like little by little he's going to do this, and he's going to try to take his time doing this, but it could become more evident during Virgo season for you, okay, is what I'm feeling of this year. Because it's just Sagittarius energies right there with the Temperance card, and then you're getting that Page of Pentacles. Well, that could mean like towards the end of the year, like more like December, January. That could mean that as well. Okay, that's more in alignment with that because Sagittarius season is in December, and then January is Capricorn season. You know, like towards the end of December, leading into January, mid-January of next year. But I do feel like he's kind of breadcrumbing you in a way, but he does plan on actually being in a committed relationship with you. But that's what I'm getting for you, Janice. Sabrina! Hello, how are you? Hi. Thanks for liking the video. Does your person A get jealous when you go out and spend time with other people? Post stories about it on your Instagram. I feel like he wants you to be free. He wants you to be adventurous. He wants you to explore what you want to explore. But at the same time, he feels a little bit of a sense of abandonment emotionally from you because it's almost like you, instead of sending those things to him and like sharing it with him, you're just posting it for everyone to see. And he kind of like connects to it, but then he just leaves it behind. He's like, all right, whatever. In his mind, he just says, all right, she continues to play games. You know, like that kind of energy. I don't feel like he gets jealous with the Ace of Pentacles in the reversal. Also with the Five of Pentacles energy in the upright, this is more like, why would she leave me out in the cold like this? And I'm just like staring up at her. This isn't jealousy. This is most likely like just looking at your Instagram and just feeling like so detached and like left out in the cold from like what's going on. It's not necessarily jealousy. I do feel like he feels like you're being sneaky about the situation with the Seven of Swords. And with the Two of Cups energy in the reversal, he just wants to withdraw his energy because he feels like a sense of rejection. But at the same time, he gets really tense because he feels like you're not really taking the connection seriously. You're probably like, well, he's not taking the connection seriously, so what? Well, sometimes you have to, you know, lead by example and be the love that you want to receive and show the love that you want to receive. And even if you don't receive it back, that doesn't mean you want to be spiteful and do something else to deter that, because it just creates the problem to be way bigger. Okay, so with the Queen of Cups energy coming forward, so like I was saying, it's really important for you to tap into like your empathic abilities, all right, and to not necessarily be in that Queen of Cups in the reversal, which is smothering, disloyal, shallow, manipulative, which is how he can view you at times. With the Queen of Cups in the upright, he views you as somebody who is empathetic and caring and very beautiful and has a tendency to connect with a lot of people. But you also have a tendency to like know what you're doing as well. Okay, it's giving me a little bit of Ariana Grande vibes. And you know how Pete Davidson, he was like, she knows what she's doing. Like, no, she's really smart. Everybody was laughing because no one believed him, because she had set up like her mask so well. But that's, you know, just as a comparison, not saying you're like that, but just saying like as like a similar situation. Okay, she's a Cancerian. Sorry guys, my nose is kind of stuffy. I'm here, I'm trying to get some things done for my kids. Hey, what's up, love? You're welcome, Sabrina. If anybody would like a personal reading, please feel free to book on my site. They're available. Let's continue with some more free questions. What are Akshita? What are A's feelings for you? Aniket, let's see. Yeah, you're good. Ask a question, Diamond. Anika, what are A's feelings for you? What are A's feelings? I feel like he's really fiery and feisty towards you, but I almost feel like even though he's concentrated on you, he's almost like he's concentrated on winning, like in his life, like really highly motivated at this time and taking serious action towards that, especially with the King of Wands energy. Leo, Aries, Sagittarian energy coming forth. It doesn't necessarily have to be his zodiac sign, but it could be an energy that he's encompassing or displaying. It could be his rising or moon placement or something within his chart that he's displaying on the surface. That could be a derivative from his 7th house or something of that nature. Okay, that's something dealing with love and how it is displayed in the communication and his focus towards you as well. 7 of Pentacles energy coming forth in the upright. He also observes you and takes his time because he's trying to build, like I said, but he wants things to like build fast. It's almost like a kid being really frustrated at the microwave, that the microwave has 30 seconds left. You know, that kind of energy. I also feel, like I said, I'm only laughing because look at that next card. Like that concentration, it's like frustration as well. And it's almost like he takes time to like really focus and thinks about you as well. But it's almost like he puts it on the back burner because he feels like right now what you're wanting he can't really match. But at the same time, he views you as somebody who could be a potential like mother figure, somebody who he could get pregnant in the future or have a child with. But that's what I'm getting. So what's coming up next for you and Preston, Diamond? So let's see. What's coming up next with Diamond and Preston? What's coming up next there? Let's see. So what's coming up next there with Preston and Diamond? An apology. Some kind of romantic gesture. And with the King of Swords energy, he's still going to be kind of cold and detached. This is freaking interesting, but this is his fucking rising sign, that Aquarius rising shit. And it's almost like he's trying to hide something when he does apologize and come forth and tries to put effort to try to make things better. He might even offer to kind of like, he might offer to pay for something. You know what I'm talking about? With the Wheel of Fortune energy coming forth, it changes, cycles, decisive moment, luck, unexpected events. With the Wheel of Fortune, things are going to be turning in your favor between the both of you guys. All right. And he is going to want to, you know, I don't know, I get marriage energy and like a wedding energy with the 10 of Pentacles and the 4 of Wands energy coming forth. So it's almost like I'm so exhausted. I'm about to start pulling back. I'm tired. I know, but you guys are going to come back together. And even though you're tired, it still remains strength. Still hold on to your strength. Sorry. And, you know, and your inner strength. Try to control it a little bit. I do feel like he's going to try to be a little bit more confident with the situation. Try to be a little bit more confident with the situation. But I also do feel like with the Strength card, Leo season is going to be really dominant for the both of you guys. And it could be a sign of like when you guys are going to really progress to like marriage and like moving in and like really encompassing both of your family lives together and really working on things. I feel like Leo season is going to be really dominant for you there. Okay, I'm going to do something that I didn't do for anyone else. I'm going to give you a switch card. What's coming up for Preston and Diamond? What's coming up for Preston and Diamond? Evening time is coming up. If there was a question of timing of like when he's reaching out soon or something like that, if you were like really hyper focused on that, evening time could be significant. I love you, Jazzy. Thank you so much. I will try to book with you tomorrow. Oh, thank you, love. Just, book whenever you feel like you need to, okay? And whenever you're comfortable, I'm available. So just let me know. I'll deliver by 7 p.m. US Eastern. If not, as always, next day by 1 p.m. Dear Stu, I'm going to invite you to a family get-together. Love, yours. Okay? But my schedule has gotten just really nice and really good to where I'm able to just deliver readings by 7 p.m. US Eastern to like where there's not much of a delay. So don't worry about that. Dear Stu, I feel bad for lying to you, so much so I'm going to tell you the truth. Love them. So he lied to you about something. He was being shady about that. Hell no, I don't want to be around this family, LOL. I know, but girl, if you're going to be married to him, you're going to be around that family. I'm sorry, especially if he's close to them. It's the inevitable. Fix it with me first, LOL. He did that, baby. I know. He lied about something. He's going to come clean about it. More than a year is also coming out. So maybe he's been going back and forth with her for like a little bit over a year, and maybe he might get really open and vulnerable about it. Dear Stu, I love you for who you are, not who everyone wants you to be. You are truly special to me. Love them. And I feel like that has something to do with what his family wants from you. And it's crazy because legit, you have a great mindset. You started your own business. You have a great platform. You know what I mean? Well, TikTok is banned right now, but you know what I mean? You're going to find a different way to market, do your thing, and do what you got to do. You know what I mean? And you just have that on your shoulders. Like, you literally have a great head on your shoulders. And she has this tendency to kind of like have this really big restriction towards you because you're putting a wedge between her and her son, but you're really not. That's not your intention. You're just kind of telling him like, look, you can't be doing all of this for them, and them not, giving you that much in return. And it's just crazy, with some of the stuff that's going down, but you're calling them out. Okay. And they don't like it. All right. Dear Sue, let's have fun today. I want to take you out and show off. Love them. So he also wants to make it up to you. And that is what that Knight of Cups energy was coming in for. October energy coming in. So maybe there was something that happened in October. We're getting October and December in particular. At the bottom, dear Stu, I did sex magic on you. Try to move on now. He, your ex, girl. Just wait. Just wait. Just wait for him. Just know and wait. Be still. And, know and be still. That's what I'm getting for you. Okay, so what true love feelings does the guy I'm thinking about want to confess to me? All right, so what true love feelings does he want to confess towards you? What true love feelings does he want to confess towards you? I'm going to be very transparent. I don't feel like he's moved on from things from his past, okay? And he's still really stuck. He has like this sense of blocked happiness and unrealistic expectations, okay, in his own life, that it's really hard for him to see. Like he thinks in a state of limitation and a sense of obstacles and delays, and that is related to frustration. So whenever you're like really, really frustrated and you heighten it, and it'll create delays, it'll create blockages to slow you down, to bring you back to center, right? Now, he wants a lot in his life, and he's not really sure what he wants at this time with the Seven of Cups energy. So it's not that he doesn't have any feelings for you. It's just he's a little bit jambled, and he's still stuck in the past about a lot of things. And he's blocked, like, energetically from fully connecting towards his future because he expects kind of like things not to really come in for him, okay? Or like certain things. He's actually like kind of depressed, all right? So that's why he tries to fulfill himself with like these certain things like sex or connections and stuff like that. And he becomes really withdrawn and inside of his head and closed off about it with the Four of Cups energy. And you may end up feeling kind of like left out in the cold at times. And there's something about finances that he's saving up for, something that he's saving up for. And he may energetically kind of like detach from you a little bit, okay? Hakeem the Dream. Hey, what's up, love? You sent a donation? Let's get started on your reading. Let me my tablet out as well. Bear with me. guys. We're taking just a few moments of a pause on the free. My single question readings are 10 minutes, so just so you guys know. Bear with me, okay? I'm just pulling up my tablet now. On here. Thank you. You're welcome, love. You're welcome, Heidi. I'm just waiting for my tablet to load. Bear with me, and then we're going to get started on Hakeem. The Dream. I don't know why I like saying your name. Your username. I don't know. I know your name's different, but, you know, your username is cool. I think it's cool. Man, there's something so... looking at the rain and you know, the lake in front of me with the trees. This is why I'm so peaceful. I have no interruptions from roommates. They don't have to tiptoe around me when I record or anything like that. And it's great, you know? Anyway. All right. So we have one from Hakeem the Dream. And I have your order up now. Did you put your question in your order? And let me know whenever you're ready with your reading, because I'm ready now. What does my love life look like in 2025? Does Izzy play a part in my love life? How does my face do? Okay, so you can only ask one question, love, okay? So what question is important to you? Which one is the most important to you? Unless you want to do mini reads for all three questions in combination for one single question. If you want me to do it that way, I can do it that way if you want me to do it. Just let me know. Mini reads is fine. Okay, all right, cool. So let me pull up your questions right here. And so how does your love life look like in 2025? How does your love life look like in 2025? Let's get started. We're going to start the timer at 28. I'm just going to pre-shuffle and get your energy in here. Make sure it's good. 20 more seconds. Bear with me. Okay, so all right. I don't know why I got this really weird, and even when I got that, it was weird because even my notification on my phone just popped up, and I was like, "Whoa, what's going on?" I don't know what's. Anyway, so I do feel like you're going to be having like this realization, this sudden kind of shock of things. I'm gonna start off Lightworker Oracle just to get one additional card out for you as well, just to get some spiritual insight as to what can you expect for your love life in 2025. First card popping out is the Two of Pentacles, and the first word I heard intuitively was uh-oh, and I'm also hearing that song uh-oh, but the whole thing, the original one, you know what I mean? You know how many times they remixed that song. If you wanna know. Dun, 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 dun. I don't know. I feel like somebody's feeling that way about you, and they may end up opening up to you about that. And it's going to create kind of like this unstable kind of energy because you're going to have two different options this year. Okay. And I do feel like you're going to break out of your shell. You're going to make some new connections with people as well. With the Hermit card in reversal, you're really dedicated to like, kind of like being happy in your love life and being assertive, being open with people, and you don't want to push people away. But at the same time, some people might think, oh my gosh, it's too much, it's like too fiery. But I don't want you to think that way about yourself. I don't want you to get really in your head about it, because I feel like you are going to be making some new connections, because things that you are really internalizing, like you were holding on to your energy. I'm seeing those pentacles as like energy centers. I normally don't see it as that, but it's almost like you are like holding on to your own personal energy that you should be sharing with other people. This could also be like career focused a little bit. I know that you had asked about that, but it's a little bit about that. And it's going to, you know, kind of that this feeling energetically is going to bleed into your career. Okay. To where things are going to open up for you. which is also going to lead to an invitation with love with the Page of Cups energy. And this is somebody very cute. I don't know why I just heard this. Somebody's very, very cute. And you're probably like, I don't want somebody just cute. I want somebody beautiful. And this person is beautiful. But I feel like they're just, their habits and their things like that, they're just very cute. And they may get you in your head, but they're also going to have this ability to kind of break down your boundaries and your walls. And Spirit's saying like it's okay to be emotionally vulnerable and to share the traumatic experiences that you have had, like verbally, like explain them to other people. Like it doesn't have to be a sob story. It can be like an overcoming kind of like conquering story. It doesn't have to be like that. It just has to be kind of like something straightforward, because I feel like it's almost like people don't understand why you feel the way you feel like sometimes, and why you put up certain boundaries sometimes as well with the Seven of Wands energy. Okay. Thank you, Janice. So does Izzy play a part in your love life? Okay, for 2025. So does she play a part in your love life? Yes. That Lover's card is shining through. You guys have a soul contract together, and that's why you haven't let her go yet. And she's intuitively manifesting you, and that's why you feel her vibrancy so strongly at times, with the Queen of Cups energy coming forth. I do feel like she's going to try to reach out or be emotionally vulnerable to you. But I do feel like maybe you feel like it's been such a long time, or how things happen when you guys parted wasn't the best, or things that you wanted to happen or take place. Because I do sense like a bit of tension, but it's almost like she's energetically going to open up and be a little bit more sympathetic and empathetic towards you, which is going to give you a little bit more hope towards the future. And right when you thought things were over, even though you feel like, oh my gosh, like this has been, because look at this shadow over this man or woman, you know, in this, because we don't know if it's a man or woman. We just know this person has short hair and broad shoulders, okay, and really nice calves, apparently. In the other tarot, with the 10 in the sexual tarot, my erotic tarot. So with the 10 of Swords energy coming forth, she cut me off. She says she hates me. Exactly. Now she's going to energetically open up. So even though you've been really depressed well, I don't feel like you've been like, I haven't been like super depressed, but I'm sad. Like I am feeling like remorseful of some things that maybe I've said, maybe I should have did differently. And like Spirit saying, like, don't get too much in your head. Like it's important to have self-reflection, but don't beat yourself over the things that you really couldn't change or how she perceived them. Okay. And she does notice, and I do feel like this is something that's going to be happening fast for you with the Page of Wands, that she's going to be coming back into your life, and it's going to be happening really shockingly. And the Tower card keeps coming up in alignment whenever we bring up Izzy's energy. Hey, what's up, Annie? Whenever we bring up, I'm in a private reading right now. Bear with me, okay? And whenever we bring up like Izzy's energy, the Tower card comes out. So I feel like there's going to be some kind of like shocking notation. Probably like, what kind of shocking notation? It could be like a random notification. It could be a random message, okay, that she ends up sending you. But there's some kind of like short action or short trip that you have to take. This could even be like, hey, let's meet up here. Let's hang out. You know, I'm remorseful, but she's over dramatic. I love reading for guys. Anyway, so with the Lover's card energy coming forth, I do. With the Lover's card energy, she just, you know, she's highly emotional. As I can tell with the Queen of Cups. I was picking up some frat boys, and like they were telling me like, I just need your opinion. He's like, first of all, I'm a Gemini. I was like, okay. Geminis love to talk. I love hearing Geminis talk because they just have so many interesting thoughts, and they just, you know what I mean? But anyway, so speaking of Gemini, the Lover's energy is actually Gemini, and sometimes Gemini can be displayed as the Tower card in certain placements, but it actually is an association with Aries and Pisces, okay? So with the Lover's card in conjunction, it could be a symbol for Gemini energy, okay? Just really sporadic communication, also a sporadic kind of divine intervention, because the Lover's card is about divine intervention a bit, with like having that soulmating meeting, but also having a soulmating contract with somebody, okay? And it does signify true love, and true love will always find each other. I know I'm really traditional with that. I'm not. I know people think, oh, well, people say that, but but I really believe that. And I know I'm cheesy because I was born on Valentine's Day. I love, whatever. That's why I love writing channeled messages for people and channeling an insight and stuff like that. Like I love doing this stuff. So, with the Lover's energy here, I feel like both of you guys are going to come back together. So yes, she does play a part in 2025 for you. Okay. But I was picking up these frat boys, and they're like, oh my God, I'm going to tell the story after I'm done with your reading. Let's just go through your second one. I'll tell the story after that. And then we'll get into some more free insight for people. And then I'll deliver your mini channeled message topic after the live stream, okay? Just allow me about like 30 minutes after the live stream. I'll get that to you, okay? But let's get into, what do your finances look like in 2025? Okay, wow. You might end up collaborating with somebody or getting multiple jobs or getting multiple and ways of receiving money. And you always want to have at least 3 ways of getting money. You don't only want to have one streamline of getting money. So like I have 2 jobs, okay? But I also do event planning and stuff like that too, okay? So I do that. So I have three like main like passive areas of like income right now. Because why? I have no kids. I am not married. I am still young. I am only 27, about to be 28 next month. So like, I have time to cultivate my life and to rebuild and do all these things, because last year was a fucking headache, But with this energy, my point is there, sorry, my little tangent, I go on those sometimes, I apologize. With the 3 of Cups energy coming forth, okay, this is about collaborating, but this could also be about multiple streams of income, okay, that you end up receiving. That's going to allow you to like celebrate your life more and maybe go on a little bit more of adventures with your life. Maybe take a little bit of vacation times here or there. It was just something that you've been wanting to manifest for yourself because you've been like hyper focusing on work for a long time and just like your work life and just being monotonous in a certain routine. And it's time for you to break free from like certain restrictions that you placed on yourself when you know very well that you could, take just a small risk. I'm not saying you spend your whole life savings and go on a cruise. I'm just saying, like if dang, this is tight, but I could make it up on this day and this day. I just got to be on top of it, and just be responsible, But she called me toxic because I didn't show her interest initially. That's what I'm saying. Now you're going to be kind of a little bit of full force when she does come back in with the King of Wands, and it may end up colliding, but try not to be too much out there. But like I said, don't be in your head, because however you're intuitively guided to like be, you're just going to be, all right? So with the Hermit card energy coming up in the reversal, all right, after a sense of rejection, possibly maybe applying for a new job last year or something like that, maybe it didn't work out the way you wanted, you're actually going to be redirected towards like a new position as well for you. It's kind of like an olive branch, like a new beginning. And I feel like it's going to be in alignment with what you were doing or what you are doing right now. All right. Now be careful with people trying to steal your ideas. You may catch somebody trying to steal your idea or steal something of yours in regards to finances or even your career. Okay. So be really cautious about that. Now, you pay attention to your intuition in regards to your finances, because I feel like you are financially intuitive whenever you do tap in and really work with your budget and really set a plan for things, because once you stick to it, you're going to notice how much you're going to change your life, okay? So, like, I organize things a little bit differently to like where I'm able to clear out some things, all right? And it took me a minute, and it's still taking me a minute, but I'm building my credit in the process. I'm actually taking like notations for this and, stuff like that, okay? So I'm actually reading the books and, things of that nature. So let's get into the top card. The Strength card energy. Inner strength, control, confidence, courage, and bravery. You're going to have some obstacles today. Whenever the Strength card comes out, there's obstacles, okay? But the positive notation with the Strength card coming up in the upward is that you're going to overcome these, and it's going to make you stronger. So, like, when this comes out, you can be like, okay, well, I know how to face this. Like, I'm not super stressed out about this. Like, okay, you wanted to give me, like, a fine for this one. Okay, I know exactly how to deal with the situation. I'm going to be fine. Like, I'm not going to stress myself out about these things, and I'm not going to think that it's going to end the world, because like you can always rejuvenate yourself, even if you're from the ground, like all the way up. It doesn't matter how many times in your lifetime, you literally can. Okay. Now you may be embarrassed sometimes, but that's just a personal ego thing, embarrassment. You know what I mean? If you really think about it. So the top one, 4 of Cups, you're going to have an opportunity come towards you at a time where you're really struggling, that you have overcome that. And it's almost like, and you're probably like, okay, I'm just hoping for a brand new opportunity. I know I made it past this like tough time or something like that. And I feel like Leo season is going to be strong for you too. Leo season's always a season of opportunity. I'm telling you right now, like throughout the years, I've noticed that Leo season's just a season for opportunity. Like, you get so many, like, you become vibrant, you become confident, especially if you're in alignment, with the things around you, and you have an awareness about your spiritual self and your physical self. You'll understand like the different energetic frequencies that will change, not change you, but like help elevate you and increase. It's kind of like a natural kind of vitamin. I don't know. So let's get into the next one. We have the 8 of Swords. You might also be getting into that in the reversal. You're going to be caught up in your head with an opportunity that is presented towards you, okay? And I do feel like it's important for you to follow your intuition, because you're going to be like, you know what? I'm just going to go for it. And so you're saying, like, go for it because you are going to be, like, increasing your finances, but I do feel like it's important for you to visualize what you want. So how this looks like is creating your budget for the lifestyle that you desire. So even if right now, like you don't, let's just say you didn't have a car or whatever, even though right now you didn't have a car, okay, what do I need to get a car? How can I get a car? What is the avenue to get a car? Let me set that intention. My credit's horrible with that. I don't have the money for that big of a down payment. What can I do? And how can I still gain revenue and still do what I need to do? I'll just give you an example for me. I was like, I want to be able to offer more free services. I want to be able to connect with my, subscribers more and not put pressure to buy or anything like that or advertise as much anymore. I want to reel that in. And I just want to keep a consistent streamline of like income for myself. And I rewired, right? And I have like a different vision for my life. So even though I love doing readings in the future, I eventually do want to own my own little bed and breakfast, and I want to do that. Okay. So that's something that I'm working towards. But in my bed and breakfast, of course, I'll offer readings and stuff like that in like a little private room. It'll be really quaint. It'll be super chill. It won't be creepy. Anyway, the way I described that, I was like, I'll have like a little room. I'll do readings. Anyway, so, but it's about rewiring, and you have to create a budget for yourself to achieve that. Even if that means you have to live off the bare minimum right now, and you're just like, all right, I wish I could do like filet mignon, but maybe we're going to do a little flank steak. You know what I mean? Like I can still have what I want. And even though I'm compromising, I know I'm not really compromising because I'm building for my future. I'm just transferring that energy. It's like transferring, checking to savings. You're just transferring that energy. But I see that you need to budget. So how this works is like literally just lay out everything that you have to pay, but then lay out everything that you actually want to do. Like genuinely, like what do you always have an inclination to do? Like let's just say if you smoke, put your smoke budget in your budget. Like, even though you're probably like, well, I don't want to limit myself with that. Like, trust me, you already have a routine with your body. It's just you becoming aware to the routine and just making a budget for yourself. And just like, I don't know why I'm getting that energy. But with the Two of Wands energy, it's all about visionary, okay? It's about planning, all right? And planning goes with budgeting, first steps, making decisions, taking risks. And this is about this is a financial reading. And I feel like you may end up taking like a little bit of risk of an opportunity that you end up finding online. Knight of Cups energy. Like I said, there's going to be an opportunity coming towards you, and it's going to be able to heal your finances and capacity. And I do feel like you're going to be receiving some kind of upgrades here, especially with your vehicle. Maybe even receiving a promotion for yourself because you put the energy and effort to maybe apply for a different position elsewhere in a company that's undervaluing you and underpaying you without you even realizing it. I don't know why I'm getting that. But maybe you might be realizing it, but you're probably like, I could be getting paid more. I could be doing this more, and I have enough experience, and I am limiting myself because of fear or because of, and it is because of fear, because, you don't want to switch things up too deeply to like where you cause so much unbalance in your life and in disarray. Okay, which is that Two of Pentacles energy that came out early. But I do feel like because it was hyper-focused on your love life, I feel like it seeps into your love life a little bit, this feeling of unsteadiness and feeling unbalanced within your career at times. You know what I mean? But let me get a oracle card out for you just in general. Okay. Thank you so much for your purchase as well, okay? Sorry for my little side tangents, but I'm going to go into like my little, I need to have story times with you guys. We're going to do story times. Somebody like in my Uber ride, because all of my Uber rides are recorded. Now like my audio video, they have to do PIN verification to even get in my vehicle. Like it's like, and I only do Uber XL, Uber Comfort. Like I'm fucking bougie as fuck. And I get this car detailed. Like I'm serious. The reason why is because people can be fucking sketchy and dirty and smelly. And I'm not even being rude about it. Okay. Anyway, I'm really not. I will still drive them, but it's just sometimes people be crazy. I'm telling you. So I only do Uber XL and Uber Comfort. So yeah, they're a little bit pricier rides, but they're worth it because I make sure to have all the goodies. Anyway, so let's see here. And goodies, I mean like chargers, your own AC, like it's luxe. Anyway, so it's not an Uber X for sure. People when I did have Uber X on there, they were like, is this an Uber X? They looked back and forth like, is this an Uber X? I was like, yeah, dude, it's an Uber X. Like, come inside. Like, you got lucky. Like, what do you want me to say? So let's get into the next one. So let's get into what do you need to know for Hakeem. We're going to get one for your love life and one for your career. Love life. We're going to do one here. Violet Flame. We're going to have to go to the guidebook for this one. But look how beautiful. I do feel like there's a connection that you're going to make with somebody almost instantaneously. And I'm a lovey-dovey, but I don't really believe in love at first sight. I believe in infatuation at first sight, but I don't really believe in love at first sight. But for some reason, I feel like there's somebody that you may end up giving, you may end up devoting yourself to in a way. All right. And I feel like you're going to connect on a really spiritual level with this person to where you can really unplug from everything that's going on around you and just fall into like this beautiful space with that person as well. I said I was only going to do one card, but Something about you. Do you have Gemini energy? Power of the divine masculine. Bro, this hasn't come out for anybody. I love this. The power of the divine feminine's come out forever. But the power of divine masculine, this is so dope. I have never seen this one. We're going to go into the guidebook for this one. We got to, okay? So just bear with me. We're going to go into free questions as well, okay? And more paid readings. I'm going to be live streaming. I'm on here early and I don't have to Uber till like 5 and I already got the car detailed and everything. I'm good. All right. Power of the divine masculine. All my private readings have been delivered this morning. I'm good. I only had like 2 that I had to do like 2 single questions. I'm good. Power of the divine masculine. Okay. And initiation by air. We're going to read in just to a couple of these, not all of them, just a couple, because I know some of them on here. But because this is a new, you guys know, this is a new Oracle deck. This is the one for the divine feminine, by the way. Right? I thought it was dope, but I'm just saying. That was just like, but that was just it's the thing that comes with the deck. It's like an extra card. It's not really a card. It's like I love it. I wish I had like business cards like this. That reminds me, I got to go to Staples and that's what I'm doing today. Because every time I do an Uber and I talk about, I end up giving readings during my Uber and talking to people and they want my card and my business and I end up building my subscription account with my private. That's what's happening currently, and I made like some really important connections with people last night and a couple weeks before. And for some reason, anyway, so I would just want this quality. I'm actually going to give them this as an example of what I want. Anyway, so like this, okay, is like a pamphlet or whatever, but it's actually like the divine feminine card. Okay, so let's get into the guidebook and let's get into Violet Flame. And what number is that one? That one is 44. So 44 could be significant as well as a highly connective number, and it's a highly protective number as well. And it could be a warning symbol at times, okay, for energy, okay? The reason why is because, and if you guys have studied Reiki 4s, we don't like to do things in 4s because it symbolizes death. Okay, so we don't really do things in 4s. You do things in 3s, you want to do in 5s, okay, but 4s, we don't really do things in 4s. But that's a different culture, that's a different belief system, that's a different, you know what I mean? So as it encompasses a generalization, 44, as I've taken note personally, and you want to see how it's relating to you and how it's being translated to you personally, so you just got to dig into that a little bit, like when that number came up, what were you thinking about, what were you doing, stuff like that. But anyway, so let's get into 44. Violet Flame. The violet flame is an expression of the 7th ray of ritual, order, and ceremony. The violet flame and the 7th ray are a stream of energy flowing from the creative center of the universe. This energy stimulates evolution into new forms and the balance of letting go of the past without dismissing what has held value. Wise honoring of ancient wisdom and beneficial tradition. Something about you connecting with something that your ancestors did before and they're assisting you on this. Differentiated from outmoded forms, allow the soul to work towards birthing a new world order with wisdom. This energy is radical and respectful. Somebody's going to come towards you a little bit like out of place, like radically, but they're also going to come towards you with respect. And this could be Izzy, okay? All right, but I do feel like it's for healing purposes because it says the energy is radical and respectful. It is freedom and is responsibility to the greater good of all beings. When the energy of the 7th ray infuses your soul, a new way is being birthed, bringing with it a vitalized experience, not revitalized, a vitalized experience of freedom, choice, and creativity. There may be an increased interest in magic, ceremony, and ritual for healing purposes. Okay, there's something about you being energetically healed with a certain connection that you're about to make with somebody as well throughout your life. Is what I'm feeling. Now let's get into Divine Devotion. I already know that one, and the Unplug from Mass Consciousness. So in alignment, just these cards. We're going to get into the other ones in a moment. And Initiation by Air, I do know this one as well. I do feel like there is going to be somebody who's going to send you a quick message. It's going to throw you for a loop, but it's going to be really magnetic. It's going to be very like, I don't know why I feel like it's going to energetically clear something. So you remember how it was like really gray and foggy now? Look how beautiful it's becoming, like really clear and open, even though it's like maybe a little bit foggy and things of that nature. Like, it's just really, still really nice to have an energetic clearing. you know, like rain. But let's get into the power of the divine masculine. So I do feel like that's going to be happening. So it's almost like you don't have to do anything in particular. Like you don't have to step out of your comfort zone. Just intuitively be guided is what I'm feeling. So the 10, power of the divine masculine, because it's going to come towards you. This person's going to come towards you. The power of the divine masculine. Let's get into this one. I really like that card. I like the way that they did that. The artwork on this is fire. The divine masculine in you knows when to accept and when to say no to a belief, idea, fear, habit, or even another person or situation. Within every human soul, the divine masculine energy rallies the spirit and responds in times when you may feel drained, taken advantage of, or overwhelmed by too many choices and demands. It cuts through the confusion that comes with choice. I don't know, I feel like maybe you're going to really set a strong boundary, and this is what that 7 of Wands energy that came out early in regards to like your love life and everything that came out. I do feel like this is about you setting really strong boundaries, possibly with Izzy, thinking that she can talk to you or do whatever she wants. Okay. Like negatively towards you and still kind of like get away with murder, quote unquote, in a way. Okay. Of course, all my readings for entertainment purposes only. That was just meant to for entertainment. Oh my God, I gotta say that, guys, because people be crazy. The divine masculine is a benefit when you have lost focus and clarity. Like I said, so it's like, I remember I got into the storm, and I know people think I'm crazy, and they're like, oh, here she go. You have this ADD go, but I have goldfish syndrome, which means that like I will come back to center. You know how the goldfish will just literally just go right and round in circles and shit, but it's about the same point. They'll come back right back to the same point, and they'll float around. Anyway, my psychology teacher in college told me that. Anyway, so let this energy clear distractions, demands, and drama from your life. Damn, let's say that again. Let this energy clear distractions, demands, and drama from your life. Let him help discern what is best for you. That's divine masculine energy, okay? And divine feminine energy. Everybody has an equilibrium of both. And then, you know, when we reincarnate, we make a choice. But sometimes soul-wise, things become a little bit foggy and different, and we feel connective a little bit more towards a different energy. And that's where the confusion with the labels and all that stuff comes in. But it's not necessarily confusion. It's just a kind of like an expression of the soul at this time that's coming out, you know, but not to get too deep into that. And by no means am I prejudiced against that or anything like that. I'm just saying. So let him help discern what is best for you and give the courage and energy to act on it. This is a time to separate what is true from what is illusion, and freely prioritize your time and energy on what has most meaning from your spiritual path and soul healing. So interesting, because the divine masculine is in correlation with the violet flame, because I feel like you're going to have this energetic clearing in this conversation to where she's going to view you in a little bit more of a respectful way as well. And it's going to come through with a really serious conversation that is quick, with initiation by air. And air sign season could be significant. We're talking Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. All right. But that's what I'm receiving for you. I hope that you enjoyed that reading. And I'm going to send you your channeled message about 30 minutes after the live stream, okay? And then Virgo Sun, I'm going to go into a little mini side story before we get into your reading, okay? All right, so I was talking about this Uber. So I picked them up, right? And they all of them, like all freaking 6 of them, they're all Spanish. They're from Mexico and Ecuador. They're fine as fuck. I was like, what the fuck? But they're kids. They're teeny boppers. They're like, I consider kids teeny boppers whenever they're like 22, 23. I don't feel an affinity for that. I'm past that right now. Okay, I got things to think about and manifest in my life. I don't got time to be out and about at bars and clubs and shit like that. It's expensive. So I was like, okay. So I picked them up. Everything's chill. You know, super funny guys. They're hilarious. Then the guy, the Gemini in the back, he's like, hey, I'm a Gemini, first of all, but can I ask you some advice? And I was like, yeah, sure. And like, he was telling me about this girl that he was seeing. He doesn't really want to be with her or whatever. But the interesting part was this girl showed up at his friend's house, like in the middle of the night, didn't give anybody like no notation. She just pulled up. We all started busting out laughing because we're like, oh shit, that was crazy. They only kissed. Think about that for a minute, guys. Like, I was like, guys, that's a little crazy, don't you think? Pulling up to somebody's house and you only kissed them? And it was 2 months ago? We just all started busting out laughing, and I gave him some pretty good advice on it. You know, he thanked me afterwards. He's a super sweet guy. Really nice kid. You know, they're really respectful and stuff like that. But anyway, so that's, you know, that's just a little side story. I thought it was cute. I thought it was funny that he did that. And I literally saw her, and she was like, you know what I mean? I thought that was their sister because they all gave her a hug, and he was like, nah, she showed up to my house, his friend. He was like, I was like, oh my God. Oh, and it was a nice place too. You had a nice apartment and everything. And anyway, so Nana, hey, what's up, love? Hey, what's up, Virgo sun? All right, so let's get into Antoya. So let's get into it. And I'm writing mini messages after, guys. For Hakeem the Dream, just give me 30 minutes after the live, but for everybody else, give me at least an hour, okay? After a live stream is complete to submit the mini messages, because it's going to take me a moment. You know, they're 2 paragraphs each. All right. Virgo sun, are you SB? Do you, how many? Yeah, you said Virgo sun. Did you change your user? Hey, what's up, guys? We're going to get into some free questions, you know, after all the paid readings are completed. And if whoever's still here, then cool. Then I'll answer your question. But if not, then I completely understand. But just know I'm doing a lot more free reading sessions, and I'm doing a lot more live streams. So if I don't get to your question or anything like that, just know that we will have another live stream. Okay. And I'm really active on here, and I like to interact with you guys. And you know, there's always Pick a Card Mondays. I always upload at least 1 video a week for Pick a Cards, and I interact with you guys a lot, you know. So not as much as I did in the beginning, but like every single day, because you know I have 2 jobs, but you know, I have to, you know, I got to keep balance for myself, but I'm still here every single day for private readings. I read every single day for like clients, private clients, whether it's a single question or just a channeled message or something like that. I do something at least every day. So yes, even I'll wait till the paid readings are over. Okay. All right, cool. And then Jenny says she'll wait. All right, cool. So we have 3 paid readings. So it'll be about 30 minutes. Okay, guys, but I'll be here, and I got the energy, and I'm refreshed, and I took a shower at my house, and everything like that was nice. So let's get into SB Virgo sun. Let me know whenever you're ready, and we can get started. And I know you wanted to know how Yusuf, like what are his intentions towards you. Am I pronouncing his name correctly, Yusuf? I don't know. I'm getting Greek energy. I swear, I really do like driving for Uber because I have the most interesting conversations with people, guys. I'm serious. And you learn so much, too, from hearing all these different perspectives. And yes, I ask for pretty much everyone's zodiac sign when they enter my vehicle. I feel like it's a requirement for me. I need to know who I'm dealing with, who I'm talking to. So, you know, I was asking, and I was like, oh, you know, talking to people, so like that. Some people like get really into it with it, like, oh, you know, it's like placebo. I was like, you know, it is what it is. It is not placebo, but you can relate it to like that if that's what you want to convince yourself that that's what it is, but it is not. Okay, it is very much not. And if it was, wouldn't we do placebo to kind of create happiness, and which is manifestation, which I try to get away from, you know. And he was like, oh, okay, yeah, that's true. You know what I mean? Like we just have conversations. Yeah, for sure, Toya. I can read your question silently. And I think you're 3rd on the list, girl. You're 3rd on the list. I'm just waiting for Virgo sun, and then it's Nana, and then it's Toya. And I gotta go to Staples in a minute after, because they print same day. I didn't know that. You know what I mean? Just gotta do a few pickups, and then I'll have time in between to go to Staples and do that. I was having trouble doing it online, so I figured I might as well go in person. And I don't know, this year has been a year of me wanting to meet people and talk to people and hug people. And like, I don't know, that's just me this year. So I've been meeting a lot of people. I've been giving them readings in person, everything. So, and also, Toya, do you live in Florida by any chance? Because I have a birthday party that I'm doing. It's a small get together, but I'm only inviting certain people. I'm doing private invitations, so I need to know, and I'm making reservations. It's on me. Like, I'll pay for the dinner for sure. But NC. Oh, yeah. No, I'm not going to North Carolina. I wouldn't mind traveling. You wouldn't mind traveling? If it's like if I get a couple people who are out of state, I'll do an Airbnb and I'll get a dinner for like a weekend. And we'll just like, well, not a weekend, just like a night. If people are having that, because I don't want people to like go out of pocket like too crazy. Besides like gas. But we'll talk about it. But Virgo sun. Because I already invited another client of mine, but she lives in Florida. Super cool, super chill. Love her. You guys know her as AB on here, so she's really nice. It's not a long drive, just 5 hours. Girl, how fast you driving? 5 hours. Oh, to St. Augustine. Yeah, because I'll be in St. Augustine. So you're talking about to St. Augustine, because St. Augustine is probably a little bit closer than early. I was like, 5 hours. Look how fast you going. Yeah, really. It's usually like 9.5 hours, no? I thought it was like 9.5 hours because you stop, you take pictures. You know what I mean? Or you get, drink, snack, walk around. LOL, fast enough to get away from NC. We'll talk about it though, but no, I'm trying to do it. So that's what I'm doing, because I'm in a little bit of a better situation to like where I can do something special for my birthday. So I'm trying to do something special with people that I like and to be around and talk to. So that's why I was going to invite you, but I'll take pic on the way back. Okay, keep me posted. Yeah, I'm just letting everybody get a heads up so I can just get an idea. I'm just getting an idea. I'm keeping it small, but I'm going to probably rent out a little Airbnb for like a night or something, so that everybody can just go back next day, and be refreshed and do what they got to do. But I want to get in a nice area and get everybody's approval. So we'll have a group chat. It'll be a thing. Anyway. And I normally don't do things. I normally don't do parties or anything. I've never really celebrated my birthday like that. I've always celebrated it how other people wanted to celebrate it. So they've never really celebrated the way that I wanted to celebrate it. So this year is going to be different. I'm going to be celebrating it the way that I want to. You know what I mean? Like last year I celebrated, but I didn't really have a cake or anything. This year I'm going to have a cake. I'm going to have dessert. I'm going to have an entree. I'm going to have hopefully a balcony. I'm trying to hope for a balcony because I'm trying to live stream and do like live readings. And maybe you guys want to get a camera. That'd be cool for all of us to do like a live stream at like that Airbnb, have everybody encompassed in my birthday. That'd be fun. Anyway, that's what I'm trying to do. So I'll reserve everything. I'll pay for everything with that. You know what I mean? So it's not a big deal. You guys just have to pay for your own, like, if you need, like, little things. You know what I mean? Like, your own gas and your own transportation to get there. That's the only thing. You know what I mean? But if you've got a car and gas, you know what I mean? But that's about it. You know what I mean? So, but I'm going to send pictures. We're going to have, like, a little private, like, group chat and stuff like that. We'll talk about it. Because I think you'll like AB. I think you do like AB. You've talked to her briefly, haven't you? She might like you. She's really nice. She's a Taurus. And I was thinking about inviting Diamond too, but I don't know if she's going to be free. I don't know if she's going to want to make the trip from Georgia, but Georgia's closer. Anyway, so Virgo sun, let me know, girl. I'm waiting for you. Give me a yes. Give me a heart. Give me something. And we'll get started. Oh my gosh, you know what's crazy? Is a couple of years ago, I don't even think it was I think it was like a year and a half ago, I had a dream and AB, and I had run into AB and it was at a party, and I was like, why are we meeting at a party right now? And like now I get it. Anyway, this shit be happening like that, man. And I told her about it too. That's crazy. I told her about it too a year and a half ago. I told her about it. And St. Augustine is super chill and romantic. And it'll be a little bit chilly because it's February. But I'm not going to do it on Valentine's Day weekend. I'm not going to ruin you guys' Valentine's Day weekend. You know what I mean? I'll do it like, the weekend before. Or after. We'll figure out the day. I spoke on live to her. Where is she? Virgo sun. What is it? Black hole sun. Won't you come? Won't you come? You guys heard this song? I used to sing that all the time on freaking Rock Band with my brother on the drums. It's hilarious. or the guitar. My brother like had a tendency to master every video game that he learns. Doesn't matter what it is. Doesn't matter what it is. He will master it. So it's just like, it's, you know, he's really good with programming and like creating things. Okay, Virgo sun, let's get it. Where are you, love? And wash away the rain. Yes! 4! Yes! Virgo sun, you here? Yes, Virgo sun, are you here? Because remember, Nana's waiting too, and so is Toya. I know you've been waiting too. I know you were here. You were active a moment ago. I'm going to give you like 2 more minutes, okay? We're going to chat for like 2 more minutes. And then and if not, then I'll get started with somebody else, but I'm still going to hold your place. I'm not going to just like erase your place. It's just, you'll be the next person. It'll just be like an exchange of places. I had a really weird comparison to that. Final Destination. It's like, that's fucking creepy. I've been thinking, I was like Scorpio rising. Okay, reel it in. And wash away the rain like old sun. Dude, I'm gonna listen to that song. Like, just chilling on the highway. I like listening to that song. You know, like old school rock and stuff like that. I like stuff like that. Because I like music, so. Alright, so, Virgo sun. Hey, what's up, love? Virgo sun. Sorry, guys. Hey, what's up? Hey, what's up? Hey, guys. Right now, I'm waiting on private readings to get started, and then if there's time after, then I will do some free questions, and then I'll close out the live. And remember, Pick a Card Mondays is coming up. I have to figure out what topic I want to do for this week. I've been debating, but I think I might do a poll on it, and then you guys decide, and then I'll just be like, all right, we'll focus on that. Might do 2. You never know. It just, you never know. But I know I have to see my baby soon. I've been missing him for a minute. He got a Sagittarius rising, so you just be dipping and going on little mini adventures and shit. And I do that too, because it's in conjunction with my rising. I got a Sagittarius in conjunction with my rising. I get it, and I'll do it like really sly, like nobody will know, like I go on this secret journey or whatever. You know what I mean? Anyway, so like with the Scorpio and Sagittarius placement in conjunction there, my rising. But getting to me, I'm like, damn, you've been gone for almost a week. Anyway, I don't talk to him like that. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I do. He's like, why do you talk like that? I was like, it's a part of my personality. It's part of who I am. I don't know how to explain it. So there's who I am. Like, I don't know. Like, sometimes I get a little bit more in depth with things when people need to hear me, when they feel like when they hear me. I don't know how to explain it. And I'm not the only girl who's like this. So I know that it's not just me. There's other people. All right, listen, Virgo sun, I'm going to give you, I already gave you plenty of time. I'm going to go to Nana's reading, okay? Because she wants to know what can she expect for this year. And then her minute message is on 2025. Okay. And then right after it's Toya. I'm here. Sorry. Damn, girl. This is the thing. It happens every time. This happens when I'm dating, too. It's funny. When I'm really happy for somebody, then all of a sudden I'm like, all right, I guess we'll go to whoever. Lapa did lose. I'm not going to say a name because then all of a sudden, it would be me. It would be me to, like, all of a sudden my dude, like, hops on my live and, like, freaking, like, okay, so I guess who's Greg? Like, and I'm like, because I just picked a random name and I'd have to defend myself. I don't want to be like that, okay? Right now. Even though he's, like, he's super chill. He's not like this. Anyway, so let's get into Virgo Sun's reading. Finally. Hey, what's up, love? And you wanted to know Yusuf's intentions for you. First of all, is there a Greek connection there? It's okay. I can't wait till after this reading. No, it's all right. You're here. Let's get started. Let's go in order. Okay. Is there a Greek connection there? So far, he's cool. Nice vibe. Okay, so far, he's cool. Nice vibe. So, Yusuf's intentions with you. Let's see. Yusuf's intentions with you. Let's get started now at 110. It's on 110 on my side. I don't know how it shows up for you guys. But 110. Let's see. All right. 10. Sorry, not 10. 4 of Swords in the reversal. Damn. Okay, somebody's really like staying up thinking about you, and I think it's Yusuf. He's getting in his head, and he wants to share with you what he's thinking. Whenever the 4 of Swords is coming up in the reversal, he doesn't really want to be reserved about these thoughts. Okay, whenever the 4 of Swords comes up in reversal, I feel like have you ever seen Queen Charlotte? And do you remember George? You know, King George, when she found out that he like has some issues, you know? And he's a little different. And he was like writing on the walls and stuff when he found out that she was pregnant. And like he was like really in depth in thought and stuff like that. And he was kind of like bringing himself to madness with like his hyper kind of like anxiety and stuff like that. She was kind of like bringing him down from that. So that's why a lot of the time he was relaxed. You know what I mean? But his mom really gave him that, really, in his mind. His mom gave him that. If you really look into, like, the Queen Charlotte, you'll see his mom really dictated, like, his thoughts. If she would have just broken things down and maybe, you know, he could have still did public addresses and stuff like that just differently. Like, if she would have did things differently, it would have been different. But she wanted him to conform when his, like, whole generational line was meant to, like, break certain boundaries. You know what I mean? But that's how I view it. You know what I mean? That's how I see it. So let's get into the next card. So that's how I view it with the 4 of Swords. So this is somebody who's really up at night thinking about you. This is also somebody, and it's funny how I keep thinking about King George because the Emperor card comes out. Like, King of England. Anyway, the Emperor card coming up. Okay. And the 10 of Wands energy coming forth. You know, I never really viewed it that way before in the political stance of an emperor. It could be like a ruler of a country, not necessarily the ruler of the world. You know what I mean? Not everybody rules every single country. So, and then the kings would be kind of like, you know, the senators or like like that, you know what I mean? Or like, you know, Congress, stuff like that. And it'd be like a president would be like a emperor. You know what I mean? Like stuff like that in our way of thinking in America. Anyway, so let's get into the next one. So 10 of Wands. This person's going through a lot in their life, and they're also holding back a lot of things. I also feel like maybe you require a lot too with the 10 of Wands. All right. But it doesn't mean that they don't want to give it to you. They're also working really, really hard to be able to provide a certain lifestyle, to showcase a certain lifestyle to you, and wanting to be really generous towards you and give to you and to be there for you. There's something about you that reminds them of home. And you guys do share a past life connection with each other. So that's why both of you guys feel comfortable with each other. With the 6 of Cups energy coming up in the upright position. Now let's get into a little bit more. Let's clarify the 4 of Swords. I feel like sometimes he could, you know, hyper-focus and obsess about you a little bit in an unhealthy way. He may have some toxic habits. He may have lied about some things that keep him kind of overwhelmed. Like, why did I say that to her? Why didn't I just tell her the truth? Something like that. And it could be like little white lies and stuff like that. And instead of like overwhelming yourself, you should have just like been like, hey, listen, I just want to tell you I'm sorry for saying this. I lied to you about this, and, you know, I did it because of this, and this, and I know it's not really an excuse, but I am sorry, and I need to be open about this, even if it's like little white lies and things like that. It's important because you want to have like an open, like trust kind of like vibe, and you don't want them to think, oh, I can't trust. She lies even about the little things or little things and stuff like that. But if he were to like really open up and become vulnerable in that moment, or even like with no delay, honestly, like same day, like not even letting them rue on it and think on it and making them feel like a fool for believing you and trusting you, you know, stuff like that. With the Knight of Wands energy, it would be different. But I feel like he wants to be fair and just to you. He doesn't just want to take advantage of you. He does have really true intentions of taking action towards you and balancing things out. All right, guys. Underneath the Emperor, 5 of Cups in the upright. He's lost a lot in his life, and he feels inadequate in his position that he is at now in his life. And he feels like he wants to offer you more, but he also feels like maybe you're not seeing it from that perspective. And maybe you're only seeing it from your own perspective in that way with the Queen of Cups. And he's used to people being really like, you know, this reminds me of King George. But I don't know why I'm getting this energy. I love Queen Charlotte. I don't like all the Bridgertons, but I like Queen Charlotte a lot. I do. Now with the Seven of Pentacles energy also coming forth, this is about him waiting and observing to take the right move and wanting to be in control of the situation, like not feeling like forced or coerced to like move too fast into a relationship with you or anything like that, him wanting to just gradually do that. Now, underneath the 10 of Wands, you have the Queen of Wands energy, and I feel like what you want to manifest is a lot of work between you and Yusuf. Like maybe you explain to him like what you want and what you desire, and he's probably like, well, I wasn't really ready for this or ready for that, and he has to balance certain things out in his life. But I do feel, and I don't feel like it's like another person. I'm not feeling that. I just feel like these has a lot of complications with certain things that are happening in his life. Now, underneath the Ace of Pentacles, Seven of Cups. In the reversal, though, which means that he's already made the mental decision and emotional decision and knows what he wants, and he does want genuine commitment with you. And that's something that's going to come along the lines, but it's going to take a little bit of time. The reason why I'm saying it's going to take a little bit of time is because the Seven of Pentacles is right there. It's about waiting and observing and waiting for the right moment as well. You know, it's like kind of like waiting for your crops to grow. Now, underneath the Six of Cups, the Empress. Pregnancy, motherhood, nurturing, fertility, divine feminine as well coming forth. Now, this is also something about you reminds him of his mother. Okay? Something also about you reminds him of like a true partner in life with the Empress and Emperor coming forth of the mother and father figure, but they rule side by side in the same suit in the same land. They're married. This is Mama y Dada. But I do feel really strongly this is somebody who wants to like introduce you to his family as well, but feels a divine connection to you and views you as somebody who has like a really regal and royal presence to them and demands respect even when like you're not really like being mean or anything. You could just be very respectful of other people, so you expect that back as well. He likes the way that you talk. He also likes the way that you dress. Other people are really envious of this quality of you. The Queen of Wands tends to, and the Emperor and the Empress does scream kind of like Leo energy as well, strongly. So Leo season, I told you, season of opportunity. I said it before, I'm gonna say it again. Leo season has a tendency to be such a season of opportunity. Doesn't matter what year it is. I don't know why. It's just a season of opportunity. Maybe it's because you put in that work for the first 8 months and then boom, you get a performance bonus by the divine, in a way, for some people. And sometimes that performance bonus is love or career, especially when you've been putting in that effort with your person. You're like, all right, you know what? Let's give her a hand. Let's give her some assistance with this. She has been fighting these battles. She has been showing her faith. She has been doing this. Let's give her some assistance with this. And coming through with like this true divine connection and putting you guys closer together and giving you one step closer to where you guys are already destined to go. But let's get into the switch deck a little bit. That's a very beautiful reading. I do enjoy that. I do feel like be careful with pregnancy as well, because the Empress, she does signify pregnancy, and that could be something you're wanting to manifest, but this is also something he probably thinks about. Maybe thinking about you as well, currently. He also doesn't want to argue with you about anything. He wants to be able to like really come to a good compromise. Thank you so much, Toya. I appreciate when she puts those messages and stuff like that. It just lets everybody else know. It helps me out. So, all right. So switch card coming forth. April energy coming in, which April energy is Aries leading into Taurin. Okay. I love April energy, first of all. Okay. April energy tends to be really vibrant, really happy-go-lucky. There's still a possibility for good things to happen throughout the year. It's just a sense of renewal in April. And in April, there's Easter. Easter was one of my favorite holidays growing up because there was not really a pressure to really be perfect on everything. It was just kind of like about family and getting brought together, and obviously Jesus. But, you know, it was about bringing people together and about like feeling really blessed, honestly. And yeah, we did the whole bunny thing and stuff like that. But for some reason, I'm seeing that you couldn't get invited to a family event, potentially. Dear Sue, I've been selfish towards you. I didn't even let you love me the way that you wanted to. I'm sorry. I want to make it up to you. Love them. Also coming forth. But let's see what else comes up for you, and then we'll close out your read. Evening time is coming up. There could be a significant kind of like date night that you guys end up having. And I'm getting that vibe. Usually I say it's just a time frame that it could be significant, that where he sends you a message or something like that if you're wanting that. But for some reason I'm getting like an evening date. It could be like an evening date to like something that you didn't really like expect. And it could be spontaneous. Dear Sue, I have been selfish towards you. Oh, I already put that out there. Sorry. Let me make it up to you. So it's almost like he wants to make it up to you. Okay. Maybe he feels like he's been neglecting you a bit too. Dear Sue, I caught someone close to me staring at pictures of you. I got so angry their body I almost threw. They better not be in love with you. Love them. Okay. Also coming in. So maybe there was somebody who was checking you out as well, because you are very attractive, and they could have been like, oh, wow. So it's almost like, listen, if he slips up, there will be somebody in else to be like, oh wow, that person was really pretty, and hoping that they end up like meeting you again in the future, like in some weird way, to like where it won't be weird if you guys like reconnect in that way. I don't know why I'm getting that energy. Like some people have this tendency with your energy to be like that. More than a year is also coming forth. So maybe more than a year before you guys end up, I don't know, I just heard engaged. Dear Stu, I feel bad for lying to you so much, so I'm going to tell you the truth of them. So maybe there was something that he lied to you about and wasn't 100% transparent about with you as well. Now, dear Stu, I'm going to invite you to a family get-together, love yours. So like I was saying, and I was originally feeling with April energy, this could be like a family get-together, whether it's Easter or not. I feel really strongly like you're going to be having a close connection with him, to like where he's going to want to encompass you in his life, to where he's not just wanting to like escape in moments with you with like hookups or just like being with you for like a couple hours or like stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like he's actually going to want to spend time with you, and he's actually going to want to like encompass you in like his family life. So like where, okay, I have like a dinner party or whatever. Do you want to come and meet my family? Do you want to come and meet my sister? Do you want to come and meet my brother, my dad, my mom, you know? Instead of just being like, oh yeah, I have a dinner with my family, like we can't meet up or whatever. Like that's so complacent and so like honestly emotionally rejecting like it makes you feel kind of like emotionally rejected, you know, in a way when somebody doesn't really encompass you in that, especially when you've been seeing them for like over a year or something like that. But for some reason, I feel like he's not going to be like that. It's going to be different. He's going to be like really wanting to encompass you in these things. One more from the top. Dear Sue, let's smoke and chill out together. Love them. If you don't smoke, this could be like, you know, let's drink and hang out together. Okay. We'll get one more. Squirrels are so cute. But also, I found out something about squirrels and their glue and what they do to women's pouches. Anyway, dear Stu, I'm going to start a random argument to get time to do what I want. Love your person. So also be careful, because this person has a tendency to be manipulative and stuff like that. And that was that, you know, devil energy that came up underneath that Four of Swords. So sometimes he thinks things and it's kind of a little twisted at times, you know. Like to where he can be kind of manipulative, like, okay, I'll just like not speak to her that day and then maybe like do something else that day in order to get like time to do what I want to do, like that kind of energy. Okay, that's coming up, and that is what I'm receiving for you, love. I hope that you enjoyed that reading. Exactly. You know so many facts. So cool. I know so many random facts. It's ridiculous. When I was doing the radio host's hair, when I was on the radio for like a company that I used to work for, I did like the commercial for like Florida region, Michigan, stuff like that. Like my sister knows this. She heard me on the radio, and even people that we worked with were like, was that you on the radio? I was like, yeah, Jazz here. I felt so cheesy. People thought it was good. They only gave me 2 takes to do it. I was like, the other girl who auditioned for it or was trying to do it just took 20 years to get. I waited in the fucking hallway for her for like fucking an hour. I was in there for 10 minutes. I was like, it's all a fucking paragraph. Anyway, so they ended up choosing mine, and they ran with that for the campaign. So I ended up doing his haircut, and he was like, you know, like a lot of random facts. And I was like, I guess so. I guess I really do, huh? It was pretty cool. No way, I can see you on the radio. You have a great voice. Oh, thank you. No, it's just a little small, like, I worked for, I guess I'll say it. I worked for Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, and I was a hairstylist there, and I had answered the phone at their Longwood location, and I guess it was the CEO of the company, and I didn't know. I just answered the phone. He was like, oh, hey, I like your voice. And I was like, thank you. I have to have my guard up, because when you're a barber, when you're around men and stuff like that, and you're a female, and they can get kind of touchy sometimes. So you have to be, you know what I mean? You got to be like on your guard, especially if you had the boo, and I had a boo at the time. So anyway, so I wasn't trying to do all that. So I was like, okay. And he was asking for the general manager, and the general manager, like, is never in the building, but she ended up being in the building that day. So I was like, okay. So I was like, yeah, she's right there. Just like brief hold. And then like 30 minutes later, I do like 2 haircuts. And then all of a sudden, like I guess he told her to offer me the position they had just given the manager that she was talking about earlier that day. In front of me was like, oh yeah, they're going to take me to the iHeartRadio and I'm going to record for them and everything like that. And they ended up choosing me over her. And I was a last minute choice, and she held a lot of resentment towards me for that. And I try to make it fun. Like, I try to make it like we were both good, but she was not good. I heard her recording, and that shit was awful. I was like, what the fuck is this? But anyway, but I was like, it is what it is. She was in there for an hour. Maybe she was nervous. I don't know. But she was a really big bitch to me after that. Very big bitch to me after that. And she was my manager, so I was just like, maybe I'll just like quit. But yeah, so that is what ended up happening. But I was on the radio for a little while, for iHeartRadio, just for like Florida and like just 2 other states. It wasn't like a national campaign or anything. But let's get into, and that was when I was like 23. As I say that. Okay. All right, Sarah, your channeled message is going to be, Virgo Sun, your channeled message is going to be delivered after, okay? Just give me about an hour after live stream. Because I got 4 different channeled messages to write, okay? And channel in, so just bear with me, okay? All right, so let's get into Nana. Thank you so much for waiting. How are you doing, love? Let me check my battery percentage. Nana. Oh, Nana. Look what you done started. Oh, Nana. Why you gotta act so naughty? Oh, na 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 na. Oh, hey, what's up? All right. Oh, na na. I get so many freaking songs from your name. Hey, I'm good, girl. All right, cool. All right, so let's get started with your reading. I'm glad that you're good. Let me turn on my car so I can plug in my phone because it's on 10%. All right, because I was waiting around. I was lollygagging. I had side stories. It was my fault. It is what it is with that. Okay. Let me turn this auto stop off because all right, let's get started with Nana's read. What can you expect for this year? And as far as what you can expect for this year, let me make sure this is down all the way so this music doesn't automatically pop up. Let's get into the tarot. And we're going to start your reading off at 128, which is the timer. So I'm going to shuffle in your energy for about like 20, 30 seconds before we get started, okay? And let's see here what you can expect for this year. As I'm shuffling through, it got a little tough after the 2 of Cups that tried to shine. And then all of a sudden, the Nine of Swords at the bottom came up. Okay? So I feel like there could be some kind of breaking point that you reach with somebody that you've been really trying to make it work with. And there could be also another option that comes in shortly after that. All right? And this could be a potential breakup or something that ends up, this could be like a ruling that goes really bad, okay, in regards to something, legal wise, it just doesn't go as planned. As I say that, the 2 of Wands energy in the reversal, something that was planning to happen like maybe within 2 years, it gets disarray. And I don't know why I feel like there's just something corrupt happening there. This could also be, and I feel like you know what I'm talking about, you could end up getting some kind of notation, and right when you're frustrated with that and trying to make this work with whatever's going on, still hanging on the ropes with that, still trying to be there for this person, you're going to get an invitation from somebody else. And this is going to be somebody that you didn't really think actually really had interest in you, but it's almost like divine intervention happened, because it's almost like you're like, I just really wish I could be happy and not wait around as much for somebody who's I don't really have a definite with. And even though this is great and I do love this person and maybe their heart will break, it's like you have this sense of self within inside, and this is future sense, okay? It's like you want this happiness and you're going to be having it with whatever you decide. Now let's get into the next one. You have the 4 of Wands. Now this could also be maybe somebody doing something illegal and it backfires on them, and it doesn't go as planned because you receive spiritual insight about that and you have an awakening and it ends up being a benefit for you and you end up actually progressing and moving towards a new direction, possibly even moving in with your partner or getting your own home or doing something different with your home life. This could also be about building a business or going back to school. With the Four of Swords energy coming up in the reversal, I feel like you're going to be really in your head this year, possibly for the next 4 months, like till like April, May energy. And it's going to be, and it's not saying like after that, you're never going to be in your head again. Obviously, we're thinking right now, we're always thinking, you know what I mean? We're always kind of like in our head and in our body and like outside. We're like here and there and everywhere, you know? Just like the air, I'm everywhere. How you say it's up with me. I don't know, I'm getting the energy. Tomorrow by Gorilla. Gorilla. I did that so weak. Gorilla. I just don't have the aggravation today. The Three of Pentacles. It comes out sometimes, guys. It does. And I scare myself. I was like, oh, shit. Three of Pentacles, teamwork, alliance, apprenticeship, growth, shared goals. You're going to be receiving some kind of opportunity through a conversation that you end up having potentially with coworkers or people close to you. And this could be like a new opportunity for a job or a different like advancement, or this could even be like collaborating like with people. Okay. And also making plans for the future this year and setting them into stone this year. Okay. And really trusting your intuition and receiving divine messages is what's going to be happening this year with the Queen of Cups energy. Now, I want to get into the Lightworker Oracle for you and dive into that to see what's just happening within your reality and what's going to be happening for 2025 for you. But with the Page of Pentacles, it's almost like things are going to be slowly progressing for you. But it's because of the mental blockages that you're facing here and the overthought that you're giving things with the Four of Swords that came up. And it's coming up in the reversal, so a bit is going to be a little bit neurotic. You're going to want to do things about it, but it's almost like you have to have some kind of plan. Like, figure out a plan. I feel like that's what you're going to be working towards as well with the Three of Pentacles that came up. That could also be a signifier for a long-term third-party situation, or maybe having two different individuals, okay, on your end, having a long-term third-party situation, all right? One more from the top. Like I said, it's going to be really slow. All right. So like, we're going to be like, damn, I just wish things would like really progress this year, but you're meant for this divine kind of slowdown, because if you were to rush and do these things, complete these things, the things that were really meant for you, that other people are working out in their life. Okay. It'll cause a delay and you'll push away that blessing. All right. So you're also getting the Two of Swords energy in the reversal. It's all about following your intuition and not focusing on the negative insight that you have been receiving from like other people, especially about your personal situation or your personal life or certain things. This could even be as close as family members. But let's get into the Lightworker Oracle for you. And more insight will come in your many message as well about 2025. You know that. Give you a little more detail with that as a summary. Give you something to review. Because I'm able to channel it in. I can put the energy into words. It's different energy, you know? Anyway, so let's get into the Lightworker Oracle. Sorry, I had a forethought. Hey, you know what's crazy? Is I met somebody in my car. He looked just like this. I dropped him off. He owns a restaurant, a Thai restaurant. He's a very nice guy. He's really close to his kids. He loves his kids. They're like, his kids are successful. Master, he would like plays for like his kids plays for college basketball. It's cool. Master Helaron, and you're also getting higher knowing. Pay attention to the intuitive insight that you're receiving, and also pay attention to like your center, okay? But let's get Hakeem the Dream. Sorry, my phone died. Oh, hey, Hakeem the Dream, your reading was completed a long time ago. Just feel free to rewind back, love. It's saved on here. It's recorded, so feel free to, you know, get into it. But let's get into the live oracle for this. You're about to have comfort, and you're about to create a family. And you're also about to illuminate some things in your family that have been kind of like blocked off. This could even be people who have had disconnections for ages, who have needed to talk or needed to come together. This could also be something that you're feeling. You're also getting the power of the divine masculine. You're going to be in, with this energy, this is like comfort coming towards you with the potential for somebody like that you're in genuine love with. Now you're also getting the Master Healer on again. So let's get into it with the guidebook. And let's see. So you have 17, Family of Light. We'll go through these briefly, the summaries. Some advanced souls have the life purpose of experiencing an increasingly unconditional and all-embracing spiritual love. You are here to love the many, not just the few. For such a precious life purpose to be anchored, the soul makes certain sacrifices. That often includes choosing a lifetime where there will be a dysfunction in your biological family of origin, preventing you from typical bonding. Whilst healthier family bonds are necessary for many souls to experience their life lessons, the absence of such bonds can push you spiritually to overcome the pain of abandonment, to become a child of love, to seek your family in unusual and expansive ways, to remain open and searching for love rather than satisfied by your immediate tribe and perhaps somewhat closed to those on the outside of it. Emotional abandonment by your biological family becomes the basis for your freedom or spiritual abandonment, which allows you to experience and express love beyond the confines of more conventional human conditioning. It's almost like you're going to be healing a really deep part of yourself and finding your soul family and finding who you're actually generally meant to be with and the person that you're actually meant to express your love towards as well. Okay? Now let's get into, well, the Divine Masculine I already read recently, but let's get into it a little bit more with the summary with number 10. The Divine Masculine in you knows when to accept and when to say no to a belief, idea, fear, habit, or even another person or situation. So just as a reminder, this is also about setting really strong boundaries. This is also about being like, you know what, and you're in boss mode. To be honest, this is when you're in boss mode. This is when you're really not letting anybody really fuck with you. But this is also not allowing somebody to fuck with somebody that you love, okay? And this could be your partner and how he feels, okay? And it could come out. And you could be meeting somebody different than you're used to as well, okay? Now you're also getting 28. Let's dive into that. Bear with me one moment. Your soul healing journey includes the exploration and development of the creative power of your mind. You are learning that as you change your mind, you can change your world. Your mind is expanding as your soul heals and opens to the spiritual dimensions. At times, you penetrate. Hey, what's up, Blessed? How are you? Penetrate the veil of illusion and be able to perceive the spiritual face of divine love smiling at you. Wow, even in the most apparently ordinary of physical world moments, when the mind is open, spiritual experience of the sacred can be found unexpectedly in unlimited and often unlikely places. As your mind continues to gently open, your soul gains conscious access to other dimension states of being, experiences, and insights. So you're also going to be receiving really strong intuitive energy as well. Mental purification brings clarity, restoration, and well-being to the overworked, overstretched mind. The desire for spiritual knowledge can be very strong in committed spiritual aspirants. Oh my gosh. Aspirants? Lord have mercy, guys. Aspirants? Sorry, guys. The mind of the light worker needs spiritual light containing information, higher understanding, and wisdom in the same way a human body needs food, water, and clean air. You're going to be gaining some more information. It's going to help you bond with your person a lot more to where it's going to open your divine masculine up as well. And energy could be vice versa there. But that is what I'm receiving for you, love. I hope that you enjoyed your reading. And you'll receive your channeled message 1 hour after live stream is complete, okay? All right, so let's see here. And I'm only going to answer 2 additional free questions after I've completed the paid readings, okay? And then we have Toya. Okay, so Toya, how are you, love? Hi, Mike. I'm going to answer 2 additional free questions after this paid reading, okay? And maybe just like quick single card ones. like after that. Just take an additional like 5 or 10 minutes just to do quick 1-card pulls for everybody who've waited. Thank you guys so much for participating in the channel and supporting. I appreciate it. Let me know whenever you're ready. I'm good. How are you, Jazz? I'm doing good. Thank you so much. Hopefully me and A will work things out. I feel like you will, but I feel like you're also going to make a decision, really strong decision this year. And it's going to be your choice, and I don't want to direct it. And I don't want to have to, I don't want you to think, oh, she's manifesting that or whatever. So what I want you to do is I want you to focus on what you would really like to change in that connection. There's a possibility for change and redirection, but it's going to take you to make that solid choice and decision, because either way you're going to be happy, but it's just a delay either way. Okay. These readings are really good. Thank you so much, Jai. I appreciate it. So let's get into it. You said you're ready? All right, perfect. Your emojis are so cute. Okay, so let's get into it. So is Andre wanting... Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot. You wanted me to read it silently. I apologize. What? Girl, you messaged me about that one. What the hell happened with this? I just read the question. What the hell the fuck he just say to you? I had to readjust my seat. Because, you know, sometimes I have this reflexes. Sometimes just like, I gotta reel it in. It's just very, it takes a lot. Anyway, you know what I mean? It takes a lot. And that's a lot. So it would just be I'm telling you, he wouldn't blink. It wouldn't be as much as a blink. It would be done. He wouldn't even know. He wouldn't have memory of it. It'd be so fast. He would just have the pain as remembrance. You know what I mean? I'm like, it's not normal. But I can't say what I truly want to say. No, the fudge. I can't say what I know. I really understand. You can message me privately about it, but I get it why you want me to read that privately. Let's get into it. Okay. First and foremost, did you get defensive? Because it's coming out that you did, right? With the Page of Swords. You got to let me know. Did you? Because you wanted to feel balance, and you kind of are like seeing him in a different light now. It's almost like a flip switch. Let's see. So we're going to get started. We're going to start at 01:42:30, like halfway mark, because I want to just shuffle in your energy real quick. Give me just a moment. A little bit of complex energy. He is having some money issues right now. I want you to know that, but that's not your problem. Sure, do you see him different? Yes, let's see. What's going on? Yeah, he had money problems. That Ace of Pentacles flew the fuck out in reverse, landed behind me, girl. I got an SUV. Give me a second. Ace of Pentacles in reversal. There's something going on with finances that he's not telling you about. Instability, stinginess. The call out. Bad investments, missed chances. If he couldn't, you know what I mean? If he couldn't rock it like that at that place, he shouldn't have rocked it like that. You know what I mean? It shouldn't be your responsibility to handle that for him. You know what I mean? Queen of Cups energy coming forth. He's expecting you to be emotionally vulnerable and to give in. I want you to know that. I'm doing good, blessed. We're in a paid reading right now for Toya, okay? 4 of Swords. I'm saying, you know what I mean? Like, he thought about it. He's also feeling like you're going to overthink about it. And you may end up giving into that because your emotions are kind of jammed. That's the way he's seeing it. But he's also feeling like, and I want you to know it wasn't just that night. It's something that he ended up splurging on. I want you to know that with the 7 of Cups energy. It was something that he ended up splurging on. I told him I'd get back to him. Oh, the fucking rage that just built inside of me. Gorilla! No, still not yet. It comes out really deep. It's gonna come out. I'm gonna get it to come out eventually. Like but it happened to me on the highway yesterday. The highway will do something to you. Anyway, the three of the Three of Wands energy. You know what I mean? So anyway, Three of Wands energy in the reversal. So this is going to put a stagnancy on the relationship and connection because he's also upset that he's not able to go on some kind of trip that he wanted to go on. It could have been like with friends or certain family members or something like that. Oh yeah, that's how, yes it will. That's what I'm saying. It will come out. And you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, so like, so with this energy, okay, let me go back in. So with this energy, the Three of Wands, okay, in the reversal, I want you to know that he was with the Nine of Cups energy. And I want you to know by you not rejecting him to that, girl, I have to book because girl, none, go ahead, book with me. Go ahead. I'll deliver by 1 p.m. tomorrow. I'll get it to you earlier if you submit it today. Because I'm not delivering any more readings after this, but because I have to do Uber later tonight and do stuff like that. And I got to go to Staples to make my business cards and, you know, get some marketing stuff. So that's what I'm doing today. But I can get it to you by 1 p.m. to no problem tomorrow, okay? But let me get into Toya's read again. So I want you to say, this is important. This is important because the fuckery is on. I wish I had a fuckery, but I'm going to get a soundboard one day. I'm going to be annoying, guys. When I get my apartment and my own space, like my own place with no roommates, I will be a little bit annoying and I will get a soundboard because I need some kind of expression. Okay, I need to express myself in a certain way. Okay, I'm about to donate to love. Okay, no problem. The park's open till like 6, so I'm straight. But I have to. We'll get this done. We'll be fine. Just make sure everybody stays on, okay? But let's get into. I sure will, girl. Thanks. You're welcome. I want you to know, Spirit's saying it's okay to walk away. Like, it's okay not to follow through on this if you want to, because right now you feel emotionally abandoned, you feel emotionally hurt, because that's not cool. You know what I mean? Like, if we're being serious, it's just not cool. I mean, it was funny. It's all laughs and jokes when we get into it, but, you know, we make those serious moments real funny, but you're having a turn of fate, and you're really thinking differently now, because you're like, damn, I really could have anybody. Now, I want you to affirm yourself for a day and give yourself self-love. And this isn't just being conceited or nothing like that. I want you to just know and be aware of your beauty. And I want you to exude it out, whether that's doing something for somebody that you see is struggling with the shopping cart or something like that. I feel like you naturally do this, but I want you to be mentally aware of this now. I want you to be mentally aware of the beauty that you give out. So when somebody tries to feed you poison, okay, you know, like, that you don't deserve that. We're plants that can walk, so it's really unique. You know what I mean? With the Wheel of Fortune, because plants are alive, which is crazy because to think about it. You know what I mean? Really think about it. Because we'd be eating salad, but we can't hear them. You know what I mean? They don't move. Like, anyway, it's weird because they are alive. Anyway, so I don't know what vegetarians are talking about at this point, but because they are alive. You know what I mean? If they believe that nature has... Anyway, let's not get into it. But I get it. It's a health decision. It's a health choice. I get it. You know, it's better for some people that like it. I'm going to eat my ribs knowing that, you know, grass is alive too. And people mow grass every day. And they find no one cries. Okay? But let's get into it a little bit more with the Seven of Cups. But I totally respect everybody's choice. My sister, she's a pescatarian. Okay? So, but that's for health reasons. You know, she does for health reasons. She got lupus and IBS and stuff like that. So, with Knight of Swords, okay, underneath the Seven of Cups, you have to stand your ground and defend yourself and be like, listen, I don't know what you think. Like, you can just come right back into my life and then all of a sudden, like, I have to do this, this, and this and abide by this. You're about to reset boundaries with him. You might not even talk to him again. But I do feel like you're going to let your mind be known to him with the Hermit card energy. And it's something that's recommended with the Hermit card. And it's almost like he's waiting for it. And he was expecting it. And it's almost like you were a little bit nicer than he expected. Even more, I want to get my plants for my home. Exactly. Get your plants. Get what you know what I mean? If you want, like, I want to get some, like, I have like a list of certain things. They're a little bit unique and they're easy to take care of. You know what I mean? And I've been researching some stuff like that because, you know, my dude, he likes vegetation. He studies that stuff. And at first, I wasn't really into it. But the more I'm like studying it, they're kind of cool. And so I'm not telling him that. I haven't told him that at all. You know what I mean? Hopefully he's not on this live or anything. I don't think he is. He's busy. But what's it called? I feel like they're a necessity for like your home life to like bring like life into a solid space like that. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like even abundance or new love or anything. Like I've been researching all of this stuff with like greenery. So, you know, but anyway, so I feel like he's waiting for you to say something to him. Okay. But how is this going to play out? We're not going to do the switch cards as additional or the light worker oracle. We're going to do how this is going to play out. I want to do an additional like mini read on this. But no, it's not a mini read, like an additional like read on this. I want to see how this is going to play out for you. Okay. Yes, it really is. I've been reading on plants as well. You know what I mean? Because it's like, why not? Why not get into that? My grandma loved gardening. Growing up, I loved seeing my grandma garden, okay? And my dad always did landscaping, even though he didn't really like, he did landscaping for his own house. He wasn't out here landscaping everybody's house and doing great. He was landscaping his own house, taking care of the household, renovating it. I grew up in that type of environment to like where like my family would always be like redecorating or doing something different in the household or just, I grew up with like taking care of the house, okay? So, and I feel like that could be a conversation. It's crazy because wasn't he asking you to move in like basically last week? Wasn't he asking you for a drawer to keep his stuff there too last week? Oh, I might miss a reservation that I have for Uber. Damn. All right, well, let's get into this maybe see how it's going to play out real quick, and then I'm going to answer that and then some 2 other questions. 4 of Cups energy coming forth, okay? You're also getting the 7 of Swords. Notation. This could be a dream. This could be a sign. This could be like hearing something in particular, getting pinpointed to the right situation at the right moment. And you're going to find out about something that he's been hiding from you. And it could be in relation to that other girl. And you know who I'm talking about. And a part of you is going to feel really hurt because you're going to need some form of explanation for this. But I also feel like you're going to become victorious because I do feel like he's going to come out of nowhere with a fucking apology. All right. He plans on it. I also feel like he's watching and waiting for you to kind of like flip out on him because you could. You could be like, click. Where's Toya? Gone, bitch. She gone. She's in her solitude space within her soul. We ain't doing this. You know what I mean? So he's got to watch it because you're Libra. So like, I'm for real. I'm really for real on that. So people really underestimate Libras. They will fuck your shit up. But he's going to try to want to make this work with the Lover's card. He's going to want to try to backtrack on this and like apologize, try to explain his financial situation, what he got going on, make excuse after excuse. But it's going to be up to you whether or not you want to set that really strong boundary. No, that can never be an option of a conversation that we ever have together because that's not something that I will ever do. And when you have that seriousness and when you really stick to your guns and you stand on business with that, trust me, he has no other like fucking choice but to respect that at that point. You know what I mean? But he's going to want to try to reconnect with you. But I feel like you're going to meet somebody new. I'm going to be very transparent with you. I feel like you're going to end up meeting somebody new. Because that right there, listen, we got free will of love who we want to love. Okay? God doesn't even force us to love him. It's by choice. Even though we're destined to find love and have options and choices, and love can be like really right in front of our face, willing to do anything for us, whatever. We could be like, no, we don't want it. No. I like where I'm at. Even though I feel unfulfilled and everything like that, and I'm still trying to overcompensate with different situations, different things. I like where I'm at. I'm comfortable where I'm at. I don't want to change anything. I don't want everybody to know my personal life. I feel like things would be a little bit too much. Talking things down in their mind, whatever, however they want to think about it. Even though they know that they would be like genuinely happy or whatever, it's not your issue anymore. That's on them. So if somebody denies a blessing, you can bring a horse to water, but sometimes you can't make them drink. So like, you know what I mean? But that's what I'm receiving for you. I feel like you're going to find new love, and it's going to be honestly up to you, because look at this freaking Queen of Swords at the bottom, girl. And I'm going to write you that channeled message, and if you want to change your channeled message topic, you can. Just let me know. Okay? But let's get into it with your... Sorry, there's one more person who I think purchased. All right, guys. I'm going to deactivate the link just temporarily. It'll be back on, obviously, next live. Let's see here. Live stream only. Sorry, guys. Give me 1 second. Sorry. 1 second, guys. Hi. Sorry, guys. I've got a bunch of different links. Hold on. Live stream. I got this my old one. I'm sorry. Give me a second, guys. I'm so sorry. Let me just deactivate the ones that are not the ones so I don't... Sorry. Okay. Okay. So let's get into Bless's read. How's your ex-fiance feeling about you? His siblings have been reaching out to you again to talk to him. His siblings? Damn, you know what's crazy? Is a situation like this semi-happened to me, where I was like, oh my god, is he really trying to get information from me from his brother? Like, god. And I was like, you should just... Let's get into your reading, and let's start. And also, your channeled message will be delivered within the hour, okay? After live stream is complete. The only one who's receiving it within 30 minutes is going to be Khalid, because he was here first. Hakeem the Dream. So let's get into it. So how is your ex-fiance feeling about you currently? There's this sense of sadness and kind of like remorse that certain things didn't work out. Okay? Like he doesn't feel like clouded with his energy anymore. He knows that things are like over between the both of you guys, and that it never really happened. Okay? Now, the Six of Pentacles energy coming forth is he wishes that the both of you guys had some form of kinship, like we're friends, that you guys could actually like work through things together. I do feel like there's going to be a wish that's going to be granted pretty soon here. You're probably wanting to like reconnect with him, or to maybe try again as well. And the Knight of Swords energy coming forth. Yeah, they're cool though. I think highly of them, so I will on the strength of them, but I'm trying to play what? But I'm trying to play it safe to see his intentions. What? I think highly of them, so... What are you talking about, Blessed? I do feel inclined to, because I prayed about it and I hadn't felt this way since that prayer. Well, I do feel like both of you guys are going to end up making up for it, and I do feel like you're going to be trying again with each other. With the Six of Swords energy coming forth, I feel like he's trying to move on from you, and he has. I'm going to be very transparent. And there is a little bit of an energy block towards any movement with the both of you guys at this time. All right, but it doesn't mean that there can't be a new beginning with the both of you and a fresh start, because I feel like that's something that is coming up. And I feel like it's time for you to go on a few different solo journeys as well within your life. And you may receive, some aggravated kind of like energy from him a bit, because he's really frustrated, because he feels like he gave you kind of like everything that he could give you and it still wasn't enough. and he feels really inadequate now. And it's almost like he was waiting for you to kind of like reach out and try again and stuff like that, and for him to kind of reject you. So be prepared for that as well. And I feel like maybe you're like, damn, that's really spiteful. Yeah, and that's something you don't really see coming. Oh, on the strength of them meeting because I told them I will, because they both did within the past 2 weeks. Oh, okay. Okay. All right. The Sun card energy coming forth in the upright position. I do feel with this. Thank you for explaining that, because I was like, what? Sorry. With the Sun card, this is clarity. This is also freedom of feeling so restricted with this person and talking to them or wanting more or trying to like show them that you mean more to them than you realize, because a part of him felt like you didn't even really care about him. Okay, now he might be a little bit hasty, he might be a little bit kind of like temperamental when you guys do like come back towards each other. So I would wait for him to try to reach out to you, honestly, because right now he's kind of like waiting to reject you. He's waiting to kind of like push you away to let you know what he's got going on or who he's seeing or whatever. And it's going to make you feel kind of bad about it. I'm not trying to deter you, but I'm just saying, like, even though there is a possibility that you guys are going to be inclined to kind of like reconnect and like reach out to each other and stuff like that, it's almost like he's wanting to reject you in order to kind of like create some kind of like respect from you in a way. Okay, and then he's gonna like gravitate back towards you. Okay, which is really twisted and very manipulative. But and him and I aren't together, but I feel like they already know. Yeah, because he does. He does want to be back with you. He does talk about you with his family. I want you to know that, and that's something that is the honest truth. Is that he is talking about you with his family, and that's why they are reaching out to you, because they feel like he's so unhappy in his current marriage. But it's not your job to fix his mistakes. It's not even a mom or a dad's job really to fix their child's mistake. The child has to learn how to fix their own mistake. You can help guide them throughout the process, but you'd be enabling them to fix their entire problem. 4 of Cups energy coming forth in the upright. Okay, it's like you can teach a kid how to tie his shoes, but sometimes you got to let him practice by himself a little bit, because there are going to be times where mommy's not going to be holding his hand or her hand, or dad's not going to be holding his hand or her hand. She's going to be at school and the teacher's got a bunch of things. That kid's by himself, and instead of being like, and now it's become a fucking safety hazard. My kid walking through fucking school with his shoe ties everywhere, looking crazy. Now, how does that make me look as a parent? You know what I mean? Because why is my kid not tying his shoes when he's supposed to? Tying your shoes should be fun. You know what I mean? So I'm just as an example, okay? But I feel like, and that could also be a conversation that you guys may have had in the past that he could be thinking about, is children, okay? And wanting to have children, all right? One more from the top. You have the 7 of Swords. Be careful, because he's trying by getting this information through his brothers. I wouldn't be surprised if he tried to reach out to you by trying to pretend to be his brother. Okay? But that's what I'm getting there for you, love. I hope that you enjoyed that reading. And I'll get your message over to you after the live stream. Yeah, we spoke about having... I feel like that's a conversation that's really in his mind, because that could have been something that he ended up telling, like, his family. Like, I really thought I was going to have kids with her. I thought that she was going to be like the mother of my children. I'm stuck with this woman, or I'm stuck with this situation. I don't know why I'm getting that. Why is it actually his brother, though? I know, I'm just like, what? Like, I feel like it's his brother. Like, I feel like it's his brother who's, like, trying to, like, make the situation better, but he's also trying to, like, message you from his brother's account. I would not put that past him. If you're like, this person does, like, you don't really sound like yourself, and you might call him out, but I feel like it's just best to kind of just respond how you would to him, you know, about the situation, honestly. I gotta get a conditioner today. Sorry. I just took my hair out from the bun that it was in after the shower. And no, conditioner's needed. But I hope that you enjoyed that, love. All right, so we are on free questions. I'm going to answer 2 additional free questions for like little mini reads, and then I'll give like a single question if anybody's here, okay? But feel free to post your free questions. Thank you guys so much for, purchasing your questions, and you are going to be receiving your mini messages. Just wait within the hour, okay, after the live stream's completed, and I'll send that over to you guys, okay? How invested is your specific person in your connection? Okay. Hey, what's up, beautiful divine? I haven't seen you in a minute. But Jenny, I was about to say Janine. Jenny, how invested is your specific person in your connection? Not really. With the King of Wands in the opposite direction. In the reversal, it's almost like he's distracted or really just focusing on other things. He's not necessarily distracted. He's just focusing on what he is wanting, but it doesn't take away from the fact that he still feels this soulmating connection with you. And what's crazy is I literally heard this from a man's mouth last night, okay? Saying that he really, really liked this girl, but he's focused on his schooling. He does not want to lose focus on his schooling. He's like, I came over to this country to focus on my schooling. I cannot get distracted. And I was giving him advice and everything, okay? And I was like, I completely understood. And I was like, listen, if she's showing up after a kiss and she is like pulling up on you and you just kissed her 2 months ago and she's pulling up on you, like obviously she wants something, but it's like it went deeper than that. Like she was like tied into their friend group and like it's gonna be like really hard to like let her go and stuff like that. Like it's like super difficult, you know what I mean? But for some reason I'm getting that. At the same time, it doesn't take away from the fact that he still has these feelings for you. And maybe there was a time where he cheated on you or had a third-party situation. There could be a removal of a third-party situation as well with the 3 of Swords. With the 3 of Wands energy, confidence, progress, expansion, growth, looking ahead as well coming in. I do feel like he plans on making a move towards you, so expect it. But there's other things that he wants to do, like short trips, short journeys, wants to expand his life and do a couple things. And some things are coming in for him. And you may feel like, well, he can do all that stuff with me and everything like that. But at times he gets really caught up in his head and he's not really hyper-focused on this. Okay, but even though he leaves you out in the cold, he'll gravitate right back towards you because, like I said, it's not like he doesn't have feelings for you. It's just he's prioritizing other things before this relationship or connection. Okay. Jenny, what? He cheated on you? I said and I said if there is a third-party situation, there is a removal of it, okay? The 3 of Swords, so it doesn't necessarily signify that, necessarily, that we didn't get the 7 of Swords or the 5 of Swords. But it is a possibility that he cheated on you in the past. How are you, Jazz? I'm good. Physically what? Feel free to just rewind and review it back if you just need to hear it back again, okay? You're welcome. All right, so I'm going to answer one more. Beautifully divine. Yes, I've been busy with college and depression. I'm so fucking dead. That just threw me off guard. And the way I read it, just like... I'm sorry, love. I know that's serious. And please, I hope you go out and spend time in nature and do the things that you like to do and rejuvenate yourself because life is worth it, even though college fucking sucks, okay? There's no way to put it. Even though you're like, oh, college rocks. I don't know the environment, the social things that you do, but college fucking sucks. You know who wants to stay in a room being told what to do all the fucking time? Really. Unless you have an end game goal in mind. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's ridiculous. And you feel restricted. You feel restrained. You can't use the bathroom. You can't do this. You can't do that. It's fucking stressful. All right? And then imagine if, let's pull fucking social anxiety to that, of people who want to fucking talk shit all day. Okay? So, you know, school is different. But it can be fun, as in you overcome those kind of challenges and obstacles and stuff like that. And it's fun for that. It's not fun like that for me. Okay? It wasn't fun getting locked in a bathroom. It was not. Okay? I was 16, I was at Aveda, and I was going to college for hair, and they locked me in the bathroom during my final exam. I still passed that bitch. I was like, I still got out. I still passed it. So, you know, even though it was fun to overcome that, it was fucking a headache being locked in a bathroom. You know what I mean? So things happen. And that was from like grown-ass women who were like in their 30s. I could never find myself having the inclination to lock a fucking 15-year-old in the bathroom, no matter how annoying she is, no matter how much better she is at fucking the schooling. Okay? So, like, I could never. But, all right. So, Beautifully Divine, put your question up. We're going to close out the live after that one. But thank you guys so much for participating in the live stream. I really appreciate it. And Pick a Card Mondays is going to come and upload tomorrow. So it's going to be ready for you guys. Tomorrow I'm going to put a poll out tonight. So definitely check that out. Be on the lookout for that on my community page. And let me know what topics you guys are wanting me to dive into this week. Or a topic that you'd like me to dive into this week, okay? But yeah. But feel free to post your question, okay? How is your Virgo feeling about you currently? We aren't together anymore, okay? You know, maybe that's a blessing in disguise. You never know. But let's see. So how is Virgo feeling? Everybody knows I don't really necessarily have an affinity for Virgos. Okay. But let's get into it. So the both of you guys are going to get back together with the Page of Pentacles energy. It could be during his birthday time with the Page of Pentacles. You're probably like, his birthday time? What? He wants to be in control of them. I'm not surprised by this energy at all. Okay. But he wants to be in control of when you guys reconnect again. He wants to be kind of like mysterious with the way that he does this with the Magician energy. It's something that he wants to bring back to life, okay? With the Queen of Wands energy, you're manifesting it as well. So both of you guys are manifesting this into existence, like, and he's also been really thinking about you, especially with the Hermit card coming through. LMAO, he's annoying as fuck. Yeah, that you like that annoying Virgo shit. I'm like, I can't. That annoyance after being married to one turns into fucking stop talking to me. Like, I don't know. I'm an Aquarius, so things just work out a little differently. The World card is also coming out for you, love. A brand new chapter is going to happen between the both of you guys, and he is obsessed with you. I want you to know that he has a lot of toxic tendencies. He has a tendency to be toxic. Okay, and there's times where you're going to have to really stand your ground with certain things that you really want to happen in this connection, but it is going to happen. All right, some communication, the both of you guys getting back together.